Can we know historical truth? Are there things in history that are true that we can know today? I think what we need to do is define history. You know, over the last 15, 20 years, I've asked 264 graduate students of history to define history, and only 6 were ever able to define history, and 2 of those were from Biola University out in California. But how in the world can you study history without defining it? Because it determines how you approach history. This is how I define history. I define history as a knowledge of the past based upon testimony. Somebody says, well, I don't believe that. I said, well, do you believe that Napoleon lived and fought the Battle of Waterloo? Yeah. Well, you weren't there. How do you know? Testimony. Now, a knowledge of the past based upon testimony. You have to understand there's 3 types of testimony in historical investigation. The first is written testimony, that which has been written down about what happened or what was or what is. The second is oral testimony that is passed on from person to person to person orally. And in the ancient times, that's how they were trained, and they were trained to be accurate in the way they related things orally. And then third, there's physical evidence. It would be like a fingerprint, a photograph, an authorized document, configuration of the eyes, whatever, is physical testimony. So a knowledge of the past based upon testimony, written testimony, oral testimony, and physical testimony or evidence. This is how we must apply historical investigation to Christianity. You see, the Christian faith, you could say, is a knowledge of the past, of God's intervention in history, Christ's death at the cross, His burial, His resurrection, ascension of the Father, and the sending of the Holy Spirit, based upon testimony, but with a present day experience. The question is it true?